The buzz is building from the sports-crazed town of Boston. The Mavericks taking on the Celtics. The Mavericks, it's been a trying start to the season. Wins hard to come by. Tonight, they'll try to get back on course. Celtics, Mavs. The NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Thursday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks, and then on Saturday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Warriors, you know they're going to be amped up for that one, and they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, most would agree that chemistry concerns plagued a talented Boston Celtics team last season. Great depth can sometimes cause friction for a team, as players jostle for shots, minutes, and money. Some roster moves seem necessary, but with all of their assets, the Celtics also had some room to maneuver. Kevin?
You knew some decisions were coming, D.A. They're still effective. Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule, but veterans certainly can be helpful.
Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Boston, Tatum and Hayward make up the two forward spots. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Cantor in at the center. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardaway. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Smart. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
Now here's Brunson. 9 points last game. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Walker with a clean look. Nails the corner three.
Yeah, you know, the form, the balance, the release, the touch, the arc. Walker adept at shooting the three ball.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Chalk up 2 there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the San Antonio Spurs. Outside Tatum. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Tatum. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. Shoots over Doncic.
Tell you what, like with most players, when Doncic is aggressive on defense, it makes a difference and causes his coaches to smile.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis lets it go with a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Walker the pass to Canner. Back to Walker. From 12 feet out. Mavericks with the rebound. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Passes it to Canner. Now Tatum, guarded by Marjanovic, to end the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Luka Doncic. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
And so Tatum nails them both. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Now here's Brunson. And he gets the bucket.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Walker taking his time here. Pass to Tatum. The 3. Headshot off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here's Brunson. Inside and stolen by Tatum. Walker in the corner. Here's the teardrop.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Brunson, guarded by Walker. Brunson, no good. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Boston trailing. Tatum on the wing. Shoots over Doncic, and Tatum the bucket on the assist by Walker.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Doncic passes to Brunson. And here is Marjanovic. Shoots over Cantor. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the Celtics with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. Out to Hayward. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Brunson finds Doncic. Over Tatum, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Stolen by Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics trail by 4. The 3 from Tatum. Doesn't go that time.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and it goes down 2 points. Porzingis has got 5.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Walker kicks to Smart. Drills it from outside.
Terrific awareness that time from Walker. Nice job getting his open teammates to rock.
Now, here's Doncic. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Memphis.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Clock at 4, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Wright comes in for Jalen Brunson. And stolen by Tatum. Doncic with the steal to the paint. Wright. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The first one falls. Clark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Walker against Wright. Walker the pass to Brown. Now Walker, he's got 5. Over Wright. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. That's 7 points for Walker.
Now, you got to hand it to Kimba. Much love and respect. He's flat out incredible at handling the ball.
Barea kicks to Doncic. Back to Barea. On the wing, Doncic. Shoots over Brown. Doncic, no good. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. 4-point game. Brown, no good with the layup.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Barea with it. Williams picks him up. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And that's now 8 points for Porzingis. Walker the pass to Tice. Outside Williams, on the wing Brown. Outside Walker lets the 3 fly. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Wright. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Brown. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball
the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
No good on the free throw. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Good on the second free throw.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Walker, bounce pass. Brown feeling it out a bit. Shoots from the line. That one drops for him.
I like the confidence and the assurance that Brown is taking these shots with. I mean, his mid-range game is actually on point.
And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
I think that's where Brown is at his best, guys. He's a muscular athlete who loves finishing strong through contact.
Now, here's Doncic. He kicks to Barea. Dallas moving it around. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. Seth Curry, he's checked in for J.J. Barea. Celtics trail by 4. To the middle. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Wright. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
1:58 left to play in the first. Wanamaker the pass to Williams. Outside, Walker. Brown outside. Back to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the 3-point shot. Walker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
Walker ready to shoot as soon as he catches the ball there. Great anticipation from the veteran guard.
Outside Curry. Doncic against Brown. Doncic passes to Kleber. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Now here's Brown. He had 13 points in the win against San Antonio. Outside Williams. Brown kicks to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Releases. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Mavericks leading. Inside. Here's Kleber. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Right against Walker. The pass to Tice. Brown outside. Passes it to Wanamaker. Here's Williams. Pass to Tice. Kicks to Walker. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And right, here we go. Here's Powell. Nice D from Williams.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Dallas Mavericks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more in store for you right after this. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Kleba in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, Walker seemed unbothered by the defense there. Very creative with the rock in his hand.
Mavericks leading by 3. Now out of Canada by way of Stanford University. 6'11" power forward Dwight Powell.
Boy, a high-energy guy is Powell, guys. He's a pogo stick and a rim runner. Very quick-footed. I think that makes him tough to tag slicing through the lane. His activity and agility really what separate him and get him minutes on the court.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The first free throw is good. Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
From past the arc, Wanamaker misses. Dallas leading by 4. Wright looking around. He dishes it to Curry. Doncic outside. Shoots over Brown. Dallas no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
And now a look at Jason Tatum. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 15 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Wanamaker the pass to Poirier. Now here's Brown. Shoots over Doncic. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Wright. Got a piece of it. Tatum passes to Brown. Let's go. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
Down low. Here's Powell. Williams with the block. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And that one's good. Right.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Wanamaker following the score by Dallas. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. To the inside. Taken away by Williams. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, if you were going to lose Kyrie Irving, why not replace him with Kemba Walker? The Celtics brought Walker in from Charlotte last offseason, and it looks like he's going to pay off big time in Boston. The Celtics didn't exactly do what they wanted the last couple of years, but with Walker and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and a hopefully healthy Gordon Hayward, the Celtics aren't exactly going to be in the lottery anytime soon either.
Well, you're right on that, D.A. They're still stocked, and we love Walker. He'll, I think, mix well with this team. Thank you.
What's up?
On the free throw, no good.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stock up on veteran talent while Doncic was still on that rookie contract. Pretty solid position for the Mavericks.
You talk about the aggressive summer for the Mavericks. The max extension for Porzingis was a given.
Yeah, I agree. And you take a look at what else they needed. More shooting, two-way veteran players if they're going to make a push for the playoffs.
That one falls for Brunson. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. In the corner, Smart with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Smart's got 8 points.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the three. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now here is Hardaway. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Back to Barea. Just 4 to shoot. The tray. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Smart. To the middle. Here's Hayward. Offensive rebound. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Mavericks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Hardaway. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hayward outside from the arc. He can't get that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Over Tatum. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. He's got 10.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Celtics trail by 4. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Well, the number 33 pick in the 2018 draft, Jalen Brunson, off to a pretty good start.
Boy, I tell you what, this guy is so solid. He was the Naismith Player of the Year and a 2-time champion at Villanova. No surprise to see him handling this business in the pros because he's all business.
Cantor checked in for the Celtics. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers now for Walker. He's coming off an excellent season, 10th in scoring. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
That free throw good from Hayward.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Now here's Barea. No points in the game yet for him. Left side, Smart. Tatum's shot is off. Dallas leading by 3. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Walker. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
I think scoring is what Walker does best. He's phenomenal at that aspect of the game. He scores in a lot of ways.
Porzingis. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Tatum. Back to Walker. Six on the shot clock. The shot by Hayward, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
A tough cover out there. You want to close out hard on Hayward, but you also have to respect his ability to take you off the bounce.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 7. Porzingis passes to Brunson, and he banks in the layup. Brunson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Mavericks leading by 4. Hardaway with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Walker. Hayward left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Barea with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And, you know, Barea is extremely fast. Explodes to the basket whenever he sees a lane available.
Celtics trail by 8. It's stolen by Barea. Pass to Brunson. Stolen by Smart. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his 2nd foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Now here's Tice. Three-pointer. Hayward drains the three-pointer. Hayward's got 7 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Barea, the pass to Hardaway. Now here's Porzingis, defended by Hayward. Clock at 4. Fades away, and Cantor pulls it down. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And it's Walker penetrating. Can't connect from short range.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And Hayward with the block. They push it up 4 on 3. Smart kicks to Walker. To the paint, Cantor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. DeLon Wright comes in for Jalen Brunson.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
That's good from Cantor. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. Walker's shot is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And the Celtics with possession here. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. There's the pass to Cantor. And here's Walker. Guarded by Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Walker the pass to Tice. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
And he makes the first.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. And it's Seth Curry in for J.J. Barea. Mavericks leading by 4.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
That's the way to go. Be quick about it.
Brown against Curry. Back to Doncic. Now the dish to Curry. Some solid defense from Brown. Hayward against Doncic. The shake. Hayward passes to Williams. And no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Is that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum and Hayward make up the 2 forward spots. And it's Cantor in at the center position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half.
Well, you know he's feeling it when he's taking these kinds of shots, guys. Tatum, very confident with his stroke.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Tatum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Smart dishes to Walker. Hayward looking over the floor. Passes to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. Offensive rebound Celtics. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. The lead is 2. Doncic against Tatum. Doncic, no good.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Well, you look at Luka Doncic, and the one skepticism scouts had was his athleticism or lack thereof. And I think he's proven that's not necessary to be a great basketball player. And he's only getting better as he works with NBA trainers.
Here's Porzingis. Reverses. He takes it up and lays it in. Porzingis has got 16.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
Now here's Tatum. He has 6. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And, you know, you heard about Doncic. Even if he's a step slow, he's always 2 steps ahead with his mental game.
You know, Kevin, that's a great point. Feel, savvy, experience, know-how. You know, he grew up playing against bigger, stronger guys, and that always serves you well as you go forward. So he understands how to create space and anticipate and feel how to get defenders off balance. I mean, he's just a special young player.
And he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Jason Tatum.
Inside, outside, mid-range doesn't make any difference. Tatum comfortable anywhere because this guy is a bucket getter.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kemba Walker picks one up. And the big contract for Tim Hardaway Jr. back in 2017, Clark. 4 years, $71 million.
Hey, sometimes timing is everything. We know that in our world and in all the other worlds out there. And think about that now. Tim Hardaway Jr. has made more money than his all-star father made in his whole career. Hardaway Jr., young and athletic, and a really rock-solid player at both ends.
Hardaway hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Smart on the wing. Brunson covering. Hardaway against Walker. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level. That's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. And Clark, the advantage of height, well known in basketball, but some have wondered if Porzingis is almost too tall.
Well, you know, there's a concern because he's had a significant injury early in his career, and his frame is really long, which makes you a little more susceptible to injuries. But I think KP has worked diligently to add strength and improve his body. Only time will tell if he's able to stand up to a long, productive NBA career. And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Doncic feeling it out. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
All free throws good from Doncic.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Now, here's Walker. He's got 17. Cantor. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 13 from the line. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stolen by Brunson. Pass to Hardaway. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hardaway has got 6.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Tatum. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Back to Walker. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Cantor.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now here's Brunson. 10 points for him. Here's Marjanovic. On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Smart. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Fires for 3. They get it again. Porzingis. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. And he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 19 points.
Yeah, despite the slight frame and slim build, Walker has good strength. I mean, he's determined to get to the basket, even when they get physical with him.
Stolen by Walker. All alone, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Well, one of the bigger names in free agency this past summer was Kemba Walker. A lot of teams, Greg, looking at him.
And rightfully so, Kevin. With Kemba, a point guard who is in his prime, he's an impact player who can hit big shots and is one of the more underrated stars in our league.
Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Jalen Brunson. Porzingis can't hit, and the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Walker finds Canner. Outside Tatum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Doncic trying to get open. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Walker. He's got 19. It's stolen by Barea. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Mavericks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now here's Hardaway. 9 points in the game so far. Poirier grabs the miss. There's Walker with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Walker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Barea kicks to Powell. Here's Doncic. Powell trying to free himself up. Doncic, no good.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Walker missing again. Mavericks leading by 4. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis trying to get free. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 11 points.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
Walker against Barea. Walker the pass to Tatum. Now here's Smart. He's covered closely. Hits the jump hook. 13 points in the game. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Barea the pass to Doncic. It's Powell on the wing. Clock at 6. Barea finds Powell. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Walker with room to shoot. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Seth Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeLon Wright in for J.J. Barea. Now, here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Pass to Powell. 3-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Now here's Walker. He's got 24. Releases. Misses off the right iron.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
That free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Boston making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks. It's a three-point game. Banked in off the glass. Wright's got 8 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Walker with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Walker in the post. Right on him. The kick out to Williams. Curry against Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And so far the story on Luka Doncic. Last season he played outstanding. Put up about 21 points a game, 8 rebounds and 6 assists. And his rookie season, an opportunity to learn the NBA game. He's hoping to take a larger role in his sophomore campaign.
Well, he had the whole summer to work on his game now. I believe he will take that next step forward in his development.
That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here's Kleba. Over Tice. Kleba, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Walker the pass to Brown. Outside, Walker. Basket, good. Walker's got 12 points in just the second half.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
Now here's Wright. He's got 8. The pass to Kleba. Over Tice. Kleba, no good.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And they take the lead. Brown's got 12.
Hey, guys, that's just outstanding confidence from Brown. I mean, getting up with the shot right away and giving the defense no time to react, that's impressive.
Here's Doncic. 13 points in the game. Outside Curry. Dallas again missing. The Celtics with the lead. Brown the pass to Hayward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. He hits the second from the line. 43 seconds left in the third. Doncic against Hayward. Right side Curry. Back to Doncic. To halt the run. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 16 points for Luka Doncic. Right against Walker. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Right outside. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. On the perimeter, it's Curry and Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with Marjanovic, and it's Wright in at the point guard position. Curry finds Marjanovic over Tice. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Mavs. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Walker. Rejected by Marjanovic. For 3, Hayward bangs home the trifecta. Hayward's got it all tied up now for Boston.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
You know, Greg, I think that might have been intentional. It perhaps was not an accident, because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
The Celtics shooting reasonably well, 45%. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. Rebound, Boston.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
2 points. That one goes. And that's now 28 points for Walker.
And, you know, Walker is really good at muscling his way through the defense. Tough to stop on the way up.
And a deep three from Curry from beyond the arc, and then some. And the Mavericks lead by 1. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Well, you got to be careful and also aggressive when you defend Walker. He's good at using his speed and playmaking to draw the foul.
First one falls for him. Smart's checked in for Boston. The Mavericks also with a sub. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Curry. And so Walker nails both of them. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Right against Walker. Feeds it to Doncic. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Brown. Inside, here's Hayward. It's deflected.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Wright dishes to Doncic. Over Williams. Doncic, no good. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. They lead by 1.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch. even better finish.
Dallas has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Doncic outside. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway is subbed in for DeLon Wright. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Porzingis. Dallas again missing. Boston leading by 3. And it's Brown missing. Dallas shooting in the 4th quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. And Doncic, here we go. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Guys, you know, Porzingis is so skilled as an offensive player. We've become accustomed to this kind of performance from him.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Williams up on top, guarded by Marjanovic. And the rejection by Marjanovic. They grabbed their own miss. Hayward from outside. The shot, no good. Here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 1. Brunson the pass to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway. They get it back. Marjanovic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Brown now atop the key. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Brunson with it. Working on Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Tatum, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Walker, the kick out to Williams, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And here is Doncic. Poked loose. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Now Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Hayward. And a fast break now for the Celtics. From deep, Walker. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Hardaway. To the paint, and stolen by Hayward. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. Here's Williams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Huge upside as a rebounder. Williams with the wingspan, the attitude, the toughness. This guy could be elite.
Free throw no good for Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
So it's the Celtics now. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Smart. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. There's the double team with Walker. Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Walker leading the charge.
A lot of quickness on that drive. Walker loves forcing the pace. Excellent at drawing contact.
That's good from Kemba Walker. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Boston trailing. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And the pass to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And the Celtics making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, guys, when I look at KP, I think he's got the talent to be a franchise player. As long as he stays healthy, I think he'll be a force in the league for a while.
Now here's Walker. Can't hit from 12.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Missed inside.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on. Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. You know, Greg, defense a given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Now here's Doncic. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Austin with the ball. Outside, Walker. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Tatum on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket is good.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Dallas has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, calm and collected inside. Doncic's scoring ability, wide-ranging.
Now here's Walker. Dishes it to Tatum. Shoots over Doncic. Tatum with another miss. Mavericks shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Right side Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got 6 assists in the game.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Walker. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Hayward finds Walker. Back to Hayward. 6 to shoot. The shot will not fall. And it's Dallas the other way.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Porzingis passes to Powell. And another basket for Dallas.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
Now here's Walker. Brunson covering. Here's the floater. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Smart.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Mavericks leading by 4. And Doncic, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
He is comfortable putting his head down and attacking. Doncic is unfazed, unflappable, even against beastly defenders.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Tatum's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here is Hardaway. Brunson finds Hardaway. Rebounded by the Celtics. Walker's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pushing it up. And Hayward at the stuff.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Porzingis. Over Hayward. Porzingis can't hit. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Smart. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Dallas has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, guys, KP sometimes is just overwhelming. I mean, when he gets good positioning, he sometimes just forces the defense to foul.
Shoot 2.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Outside, Walker. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. He dishes it to Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Hardaway. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Shooting 1.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
You know, I think we all know that Hardaway Jr. is a really good scorer. I mean, the next step for him is improving defensively.
Langford misses. Outside Hardaway. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots and disrupting their offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.